Hello all, I'm back again, and today I'm going to be showing how well this Simpson Chubby2 synthetic in the striped faux ivory, showing how well it does with the shaved lather. The hairs on it are extremely fine. The Chubby2 knot size, I'll post some of the dimensions found on it. The loft has been found to be, for these synthetics, to be around 48 millimeters. I'm not particularly sure what this one is. Again, I'll post that on there as well. What I can tell you is that these fibers on these synthetic brushes are super soft. I mean, whether it's something like the TGN nylon synthetic brush, now just by looking at it, I would say this is more packed than this one, even though this one seems to be more bloomed. I believe this is a 24 millimeters, 23. I'll make sure that I get that posted as well in the comments or in a slide along with the video. Again, no matter which route you go, you don't have to go as expensive as this, even though this handle is gorgeous. You can go with something more budget friendly and still get a great brush. I like the synthetics. They're different from a normal natural hair brush, but they perform well. They're just a little bit different on how you use them. You want, in my experience, you want them drier. You don't want as much inside as you're loading and or lathering. You just kind of add water as you go along. So, compared to a natural brush, this is the Shave Nook limited edition brush, the P8, and you can see the knot on this appears to be larger. This is Bass Badger from Simpson's, and it feels luxurious, very soft. But I can tell you, even as soft as this is, the bristle tips on one of these feels even softer. So really what it gets down to is learning how to use one of these versus a natural badger brush. Place these to the side. Alright, so the soap that I'm going to be using, which I've had the water sitting on it because I like it to be a little bit more gooey on top to start with. The Trade Citta First Snow, 3 cities. And this Barrister and Mann soap is very nice, has great glide, and when you dial in the lather with it, it really has a nice cushion to it as well. But even if you go wetter on it, like I did on my initial review on it, it's still, the glide gives you that protection with the razor sliding across your hairs. But today I want to do less moisture in it so that I get more froth, more body to the lather, to help with these littler hairs, to kind of help them get stood up a little bit more. So this is a couple days growth, nothing major, just salt and pepper. And I'll be cutting it again with this. This will be day 4, and I'm really liking this Feather Artist Club non-folding razor. So load the blade in. Get that even blade exposure. Looks right. Let it close. So just the spring hinge, load it in, close it. Others have talked about even using the blade holder itself that these come in, which look like injector blade holders, to slide it in. To me, that looked too much like a problem, and so to me, as long as you're careful taking the blade out when you slide it out, to me it seems much easier just to load it, similar to what I just did. Alright, so I'll be bowl mug lathering today. Had it heating just a little bit with some warm water. Pour that out, and I'm gonna wet my face a little bit. Gonna wet the brush, squeeze out the water. Again, this is had water sitting on it my whole shower before I drained the top. What was that, about 12 seconds? Put just a little bit more water on the top. Drop out, because I don't want an overly wet brush this time. There. Alright, so as you can see with product, it's in there. Brush is feeling like it's holding it. It looks like it's down in there pretty well in the tips. So, just to be on the safe side, moisten the top just a little bit more. Let it go off. And okay. That will be all that I'm going to load. That's probably overkill, but I'd rather be overkill and have some fluffy goodness in my bowl, especially if water tends to do anything to it again. Alright, and now just a moist bowl on the bottom. Let's see what we can get. The handle of the Chubby2, this is my first Chubby2 of any type, is thick, and as you can hear, I'm hitting the sides of the bowl. So with the Chubby2, if you have a bowl that's more out instead of up, that might work a little bit better. And that's probably what I'll do next time. I'll just go to something that's whiter on the lip, because I don't like my brush doing that. Alright, I definitely need to add water to it. because I want some of this to pop on out. And we'll go with just a little bit more than that. Let it go around the ridges that are in the bottom of the bowl. And now. My test lather with this brush was using the same soap, loading it, and then just taking it to the palm of my hand before I spread it around my forearm, back of my hand, and my palm. So I had a lot more room to work with building this up. That's where we're at right now. Just put a little bit more water there on the ridges and the bottom. And that's what I'm going to go with. Okay. Nice and slick. Some of the forum topics, the concerns were for those that like to do more circular motions. Well, thankfully for me, I'm more of a paint guy anyway, so this is really, I'm liking this brush. With an excellent soap like the Barrister or Mann or any other soap that I'll call top shelf, shouldn't be a problem. And it probably will produce good lather with creams too, but just staying with this soap looks really good. I'm going to just put a little bit of water on the tips. And I'm really not letting it as much as you may hear get on there, because I'm kind of missing it just trying to get a few droplets on. Alright, we'll see how this goes. There's what's in there. There's what's in the brush. Very nice body to it. As slow as I go, even though I made the lather thicker, still holding moisture well, not dried up yet. Alright, there's the brush. Here's what's still in the bowl. Very nice. Need to invest in an alum block so that I can get my fingers able to grab the skin. Alright, so I'm going to do some touch-up. Overall, day 4 with the blade feels fine. One weeper in there, not too bad. The stars of the show today are this Barrister and Mann First Snow and the Chubby2 synthetic brush from Simpson. And this is doing great. The lather test today, again, using more product, less water, turned out fantastic. The glide is great. Cushion. Thick, will collapse so that your blade can still get through it. Just very, very nice. Again, thanks for watching.